Hello, this is the movie review of the movie called You're Next. As you can see, it is new. I just got it today in the mail, and it's rated R. It's about 94 minutes, and let's get started on the review. Okay, so originally I saw this movie on Redbox for like $1.20 or 50 cents. I don't remember, but it's a very good movie. And it's one of those horror movies that's very good, like The Conjuring. It's kind of like that, but it actually has interesting characters in it, and it also has a really nice premise and a very good storyline and a very good ending. It's one of those feel-good movies. But anyways, it starts out where it introduces the killer, and I think it's this guy on the front, and he has like two other brothers, but they don't show up till later in the movie. But this guy, he goes into this house, and there's like this other man. He's like 50 or 60 years old, and he's like having sex or intercourse with this young woman. She must be like 22 or 23 years old. I don't know why she did that. It doesn't explain exactly why he was having sex with her, but he was. And then after he's done having sex with her, he goes and takes a shower. And then this guy, this killer, sneaks up in the house, outside the house, opens the door while the girl goes outside to take a smoke, and then he like slashes her and kills her with a machete, I think, and then she dies. And then so he puts "You're next" on like the window to indicate that he's gonna kill the next victim, and it's that man. So he comes out of the shower with a towel on, whatnot, and then he sees the blood on the window and it's spelled out "You're next," and then the girl's basically just lying there, and then this killer guy goes in there and like hits the guy in the head with the machete, and then it cuts to like the movie scene. So it gives you like a really good first impression when you first watch the movie. It's not like a boring storyline, just like all action in the very beginning, and then it cuts to like these people driving on this long highway, and it shows like a man who's kind of chubby and his wife. I don't think it was his wife; it was his girlfriend, and they're just talking. We don't know who they are. They're just talking about their lives and stuff, where they were going to school and college, and the girl, the girl's really pretty, and then the guy's like this really ugly dude, but he's like really nerdy and smart. And the guy was explaining to her like, oh yeah, his family was like multimillionaires, and they have a lot of money. And then she's thinking, okay, well, it's the way you say it that seems like you want to kill the parents and get the money, which was kind of like hint the premise of the movie. And so after that, they go to the house and they meet the mom and the dad. And it introduces that the mom and the dad are like obviously rich because they have this huge mansion, huge house. And then so when they meet up with them, then his douchebag brother comes, of the chubby guy, the nerdy guy I was just talking about, and he comes out with his wife, and they're basically just screwing around with each other, the douchebag brother and the chubby guy, and then it cuts to like dinner time, and there's like another brother and his wife that comes over, and then there's like the sister and her husband that come over, and then they're all eating for like their parents' anniversary. And after that, um, there's like this guy and there's like two other guys, his brothers, I assume, that shoot crossbows at the family, and they severely injure one of the family members, and like they shoot the one of the girls' husband, one of the daughters of the family's husband, gets shot in the head with an arrow, and he just like instantly dies. And so they're screaming, they're panicking, and then it turns out that the neighbors of the this family are the two people that died in the beginning of the movie, and we're just like, okay, I see where this is going. But it doesn't explain why they died, but I assume they died because they could technically help the family if they were alive at the time, if they were to escape the house. So I guess they like planned this in advance. But it turns out that the family figured out, okay, so there's these people trying to kill us, but why? There's gotta be someone that hired them. And it had to have been somebody in the family. So one of the family members turns out to be some guy that was trying to let the family die and frame the parents so that he can like inherit the money. So like one of the sons was a bad guy, and then his wife was like also bad, and they hired these three killers. They're like professional killers to go in the house. But it turns out that one of the people in the house was like a badass, and then kills off the killers one by one. But the killers also kill off the family members one by one. And then this badass like kills all the killers and then kills the people that were responsible for the killers. And it turns out at the very end that I'm not gonna spoil it. That one of the people that the main character trusted was like a bad guy too. And so the main character ends up killing that person. And at the very end, there's like a cop that comes in to try to save him, but he ends up getting killed by like a booby trap. And then that's the movie. But it has like 16 characters in the whole entire movie, and there's like one survivor. It's one of those movies, kind of like The Thing, where there's like 20 people in the ice camp and they die one by one by the monster. Well, instead, this is like a serial killer movie, so just people just die one by one that way. If you like Alien, Predator, The Strangers, I haven't seen that, The Purge, Final Destination, horror movies in general, like Hatchet, Feast, those kind of movies where the people die one by one. Also Alien Raiders, it's a B-rated movie. Then you're gonna love this movie because this is one of those kind of movies. And it also kind of has a lot of comedy too, kind of like the Hot Fuzz. So if you like Hot Fuzz, you're gonna like this movie too. So that's an overview of this movie. That's my review and how I think about it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I've seen like thousands of horror movies. I have like a whole collection. I'll probably put another video up on it later. But yeah, that's my review of the movie. I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe, and comment on the comments below. And yeah, thank you for watching.